we looked at our steps, these 4 steps to use to find the area of a regular polygon. First, you have to use the formula 1/2 360 divided by n to find your vertex angle. You need to draw your right triangle, then use trig or special rights to determine the apothem or the side. So we did the hexagons yesterday, okay? Notice that in here we have to draw the right triangle for each of them. So on number 5 for this pentagon, add your center, draw your apothem. Remember, when I draw it, it's always perpendicular to the side. And what happens to the side when you draw? It bisects. So I know the side is 8 from up here, so that means this is 4 and 4, right? And you're also going to have to draw your radius to create the right triangle. This is what we did yesterday. All right, so the first thing we are responsible for doing is calculating that vertex angle. We have to use the formula in step 1 to do that. So the formula in step 1 says 1/2 times 360 divided by n. What does m represent? Yeah, the 5, the number of sides. Okay, so do your 360 divided by 5, and then give me half of that answer. And it's not going to be a special right. What do we get? 36. Okay, so the 36 goes in this angle at the top of our right triangle. So label that. Okay, and then we are trying to find our apothem. We need the apothem to do the perimeter. Yes, Mount. Take the pass. So, since it's not a special right, what are you going to use to find your A? Yes, so we got, yes, opposite and adjacent. So, opposite and adjacent. Yes. So we're going to write the tangent of 36 equals 4 over A, opposite over adjacent. So where is our variable? At the bottom. So what do we do to solve it? Yeah. So A is going to equal to 4 divided by the tangent of 36. A is approximately what? Give me a decimal to the next 10. 5.5. Okay, 5.5. Grayson, I'm going to pick it up if we're not. You should have did your homework at home. 5.5. So now we're going to plug in our formula. A equals 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. So I want you to see if you can come up with the area. I think it comes out to be a whole number. You need to calculate this one right now. Plug in your apothem. You do need to calculate the perimeter. Hopefully we got 110 units squared. Your perimeter, you have to calculate what you're saying, 5 times 8, which is our 40. All right, so notice the right triangle is drawn already. I'm going to put that perpendicular. This 6 root 3 is to that segment in the right triangle. No, I wish I should have put a second page up here because I can't scroll it up. All right, so this 6 root 3 represents what part? It is the apothem. Okay? All right, so if this is a hexagon, which we did previously, our first thing is always to find our vertex angle. What would the measure of that vertex angle be, just from previous problems we did? Yeah, it's 30, okay? It's always 30 when dealing with the hexagon. All right, so think about that. Which part? No. The hypotenuse and the sides are the same. But I can get to the hypotenuse using this 6 root 3. You're right. How'd you get 12? Go down the short leg. That's 6. Multiply by 2, that's 12. So this is 6, 6, so this is 12. So I know the side is 12. So you could find your perimeter. You have your apothem. Oops, 6 root 3. This is a radical answer. Find the area using 1/2 AP. It is a radical answer. No decimal, radical. 1/2 times 6 root 3 times the perimeter. 72. Okay. What do we get? Anyone? Yeah, Yeah, 260 square root of 3. Okay. 16. Oh, I put 260. Wait, 216. You're right. All right. Yeah. No. All right. So in your packet, we're gonna go to practicing the steps. We have a worksheet in our packet. After I composite and shade it on page, right here, page 11. So go to page 11. All right. Now, I'm going to go through the parts with you real quick. When they want the measure of the central angle, they just want you to do 360 divided by n. Okay? They want the angle up here for the isosceles triangle, not for the right triangle. Okay, so what would be the central angle for the Pentagon, which we just did? It's 360 divided by 5. So this one is 72 degrees. Okay, so this angle over here is 72. Yeah, theta is for the angle. All right. And so here, if that's 72, then the angle in the triangle is 36, which is what we just did, right? We just did one with the Pentagon. So they want us to find the apothem, okay? So look, if I have 36, I have the radius, which is the hypotenuse, and I need to find the A. What do you use to find? So yeah, trig. We're gonna use SOHCAHTOA. So we have adjacent and hypotenuse. Cosine. So we're gonna do cosine of 36 equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Since the variable is on top, we know to do what to solve? Multiply. Okay. So you're going to use trig again for your sides. I want to see if maybe you can try to fill in these parts. That's the first thing I'm checking. Okay. Ooh, dang it, my voice started going. Okay, so what trig function did you use to, it could be either or, but okay, so since it's either or, did your rounding come out to be a whole number? 5. Yeah, like 4.99. Yeah, so 4.96, so 5. All right, so what was our perimeter? Oh yeah, the side is 10. This part is 5. 5, so the side is 10. You're right. Perimeter is 50, and then we're just plugging each part. So 1/2 of, is it 6.9? And then 50, so 172.5. Are we okay on that? All right. This side? I got this to be 5 when I did trig, and then I double it. Okay on that? Okay, so central angle is just doing the 360 divided by n. So the central angle for this shape is 45 degrees. So that means the vertex angle in the triangle here is 22. Because we're going to take half of the 45. Alright, so to find the apothem, I know, didn't they tell us the side is 16? But this is apothem due to the side. Dissects it, right? So we know this little part is 8 and 8. Could you use trig to find the apothem? Alright, which trig function? We got tangent. So we got tangent of 22.5 equals 8 over A, the apothem. The variable's on the bottom, so we should be dividing. So we get approximately 19 something. 19.3. Alright, so they want us to find the radius. That's over here. Again, you're going to use trig. I can do now opposite and hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse is which trig function? Sine. So we're going to do sine 22.5 equals opposite, which is 8 over r. Again, the variable's on the bottom, so we're dividing to solve for the radius. Approximately, what's the radius? Approximately 20 point. Yeah, so 20.9. Yeah. 20.9. Alright, so the perimeter of our shape. 16 times what? Alright, so we got 128. Alright, now we're going to plug in. Area is 1/2 the Apothem, which was our 19.3, times our 128. Oops. Was it 1235? Yeah, 0.2 units squared. Alright. Questions on this? The steps. So if I ask this of you tomorrow, because we're going to practice some more, but these are one of the skills you have to do as an exit tomorrow. Could you fill in each blank? Yeah. Number 3 is a radical. Okay, hexagon. Alright.